Hello everyone, Dean Dwyer with you for Bible Bites. Our question for today is a little bit of an unusual one, but an important one. The question is, are there black people mentioned in the Bible? Well, it's an important question because if you look at many of the pictures, the paintings, the stained glass windows that we see representative of Christianity, we often see that they are just depicting white people, people as white and as pasty as I am. There are rarely any black people depicted in those paintings. So we need to get to the bottom of this. Are there black people mentioned in the Bible? Well, we can say with a fairly certain degree of certainty that the answer is in fact yes. But the Bible doesn't explicitly mention black people. Neither does the Bible specifically identify any person as being white-skinned. You see, a person's skin colour is rarely mentioned in the Bible because, and this is a really important point to keep in mind for those that have racist tendencies, the colour of one's skin is meaningless to the message of the Bible. See, we often look at Christianity as a Western religion, but you have to remember that the vast majority of the Bible's narrative takes place in the Middle East, in and around Israel. So there were neither black nor white people that were common in those regions. The majority of the people in the Bible, as we know, are Semitic, and they would have been light to dark brown in complexion. But as I said, ultimately, it doesn't matter what skin colour the people in the Bible had. Some scholars guess that Moses' wife Zipporah was black since she was a Cushite, Numbers 12:1. Cush, as many of you might know, is an ancient name for an area of Africa. If you read the book of Solomon, the Shulamite mentioned in there, that many scholars believe she may have been black. You can read that in Song of Solomon 1:5. But the context indicates that her skin was dark due to working in the sun. So she mightn't have been dark-skinned, but her skin might have been darkened by the sun due to working outdoors. Some people propose that Bathsheba, 2 Samuel 11:3, was black. Some believe that the Queen of Sheba, who visited Solomon, 1 Kings 10:1, was black. Simon of Cyrene, Matthew 27:32, may have been black, and also Simeon called Niger in Acts 13:1. The Ethiopian eunuch in Acts 8:37 was almost certainly black. We know that Ethiopians are mentioned about 40 times in the Bible, and we can assume that these are references to black people since Ethiopians are generally black. The prophet Jeremiah asked, "Can the Ethiopian change his skin?" Jeremiah 13:23. And so the natural assumption is that Jeremiah is referring to black skin. Well, most Bible teachers believe that black people are descendants of Noah's son Ham, Genesis 10:6 through 20. But we cannot be sure since the Bible does not specifically say. But when it comes to skin colour, the Bible is consistently silent, but it does make one very important point. God is not concerned with the colour of your skin. God is concerned with the condition of your heart, and so should we be as believers. You see, the gospel is universal good news. Black people, white people, and every shade in between are invited to come to Christ for salvation. And so by the grace of God, we can take our focus off skin colour and start to focus it on people's souls.